Hello, this is the video for making pet crafts. So we're going to start by making the cat emoji magnet. If you have a cat shape in your kit, take a look at it, see if one side looks better than the other. If one side looks definitely better than the other, that's the one you want to use for the front. There's some little drawings of cat emojis here that you can use as a guideline for what yours will look like. If you would like to make your emoji yellow, then you can go ahead and begin by coloring your cutout shape yellow and giving it time to dry. Since it's kind of a neutral color, you can also just go ahead and make the magnet on what you have. That's what I'm going to do with this one. So I'm going to start by taking the heart stickers that we have for eyes and putting them in place using the emoji picture as a guideline. Once you have the eyes in place, you can use a pen or a marker to make the nose, the whiskers, and the mouth. And once you have all your cat's features in place and you're sure that the ink is dry and won't smear if you turn it over, then you can put it face down on the table. Take the piece of magnet and peel off the backing. And then put that on the back of your magnet. Press with your fingers to make sure that the sticky side sticks well, and then you're done. Next we have the instructions for the cat toy, which is a catnip toy. So if you picked up the kit for the catnip toy, you will have a sock that is rolled up with a threaded needle in the toe of the sock. So carefully unroll that and find your threaded needle. You want to trim off the heel and the top part of the sock so that you have the toe part of the sock. And you want to open up the toe, take your bag of catnip, and pour the catnip in the toe of the sock. So you're making a little catnip pillow. So shake it down so that you have all the catnip gathered together at the bottom. There's already a knot at the end of your threaded needle, so all you have to do is stick the needle through, pull it so that the knot is against the surface of the sock, and then put the needle in and out, up and down, so that you're sewing a straight line across the sock. And once your stitches go all the way across, you want to tie a knot so that it's at the end of your piece of thread and at the surface of the sock. And then cut off the extra piece of thread. And then you want to take the piece of yarn from your kit and tie it around the sock close to where you sewed. So I tied a knot in the end of that. I'm going to tie an extra knot just to make it nice and tight. And there's a little bit of extra sock and a little bit of extra yarn, so I'm just going to trim both of those off. And now you can dangle the little catnip pillows so that your cat can reach for it. And just for safety's sake, it's a good idea to put away string toys when you're done playing with your cat, just so your cat doesn't bite off pieces of string and swallow them. You don't want your cat to get hurt. These are the instructions for making a dog toy. Your kit should have 3 pieces of fabric that have been tied together at the top, plus an extra strip of fabric for tying together the bottom when you're finished. The fabric will be easiest to braid if you are able to hold it steady at the top where it's tied. You could do this by getting someone else to hold it for you, or you can shut it in a drawer, or you can take a safety pin and pin it to something. If you have braided before, it's the same general principle as braiding hair. If you haven't braided before, it's just a few simple steps that you follow and repeat. So you take the fabric that's on one side and you move it into the middle. So now the one that was on the side is in the middle. And then you take the piece that's on the opposite side and move that into the middle. And now it's the new middle. And then you, again, take the piece from an opposite side, move it to the middle, and then you continue taking a piece from one side and moving it to the middle, and you create new sides and new middles as you go. And you just keep doing that until you get to the end of the fabric. So you're making a nice tight braid. That would be something that your dog can chew on, or something that your dog can tug on. If you want to make some more of these using fabric that you have around the house, you can use old jeans, old towels, old t-shirts. Any of those should work. If you know other forms of braiding, for example, if you've ever made a 4-strand friendship bracelet, you can also take those methods and apply them to this. You can do more than just a 3-strand braid if you know how. So now we have a braided strip, and we're going to take that extra piece of fabric that came in your packet and just tie it around the bottom. So tie a knot. I'm just going to make a simple tie and then a very simple slip knot here, and then tie on the other side and make a simple slip knot on the other side. and that should hold it all in place.